Good morning, I'm Abheudaya Shrestha, and these are the headlines of the hour. 3 people killed and 52 others injured in a bus accident in Sindhupalchok's Dharawati of Tripura Sundari Rural Municipality this morning. Government takes control of the Nepal Scout land in the capital's Lainchor, which was illegally occupied by Nepali Congress lawmaker Deepak Khadka for 15 years, seals Lainchor banquet and other business offices in the premises. Israeli missiles hit a site in Iran days after Iran launched a retaliatory drone strike on Israel. And Nepal to clash against the United Arab Emirates in the ACC Men's Premier Cup semi-finals today. Match to kick off at 11:45 a.m. Nepal time. Oman to face Hong Kong today in the other semi-final clash. 3 people were killed in a bus accident in Sindhupalchok's Piskar Dharawati of Tripura Sundari Rural Municipality this morning. The bus taking members of a wedding procession heading to Sindhupalchok's Piskar from Samawati of Dolkha's Bhimeshwar Municipality 1 met with the accident at Dharawati this morning. According to the police, the deceased have been identified as Shiva Shrestha, Man Bahadur Thami and Dipendra Thami, all from Bhimeshwar Municipality 1. Information officer at the district police office, Niranjan Bhattrai, informed that 52 other passengers traveling on the ill-fated bus were injured in the accident. Locals and police from the area police office Barabise rescued the injured passengers. The injured are receiving treatment at the Barabise Primary Hospital. The government has taken control of the Nepal Scout land in the capital's Lainchor, which was illegally occupied by Nepali Congress lawmaker Deepak Khadka for 15 years. The government administration has sealed Lainchor banquet and other business offices in the premises. A team of the government administration along with the police sealed Lainchor banquet and other business offices last night. Lawmaker Khadka, who had leased 3 ropanis of the Nepal Scout land, had added 9 more ropanis of land and illegally occupied it for 15 years. The government had earlier failed to take the Nepal Scout land under its control, even after the court had ordered to vacate the property. Sri Khadka Land Development Private Limited, in which lawmaker Khadka is the operator, signed an agreement with Nepal Scout 15 years ago to lease 3 ropanis of land for 10 years. Nepal Scout claims that the lease had expired 5 years ago and the land development company still owes an amount of 63,018,000 rupees in rent. Meanwhile, Khadka has rented out the land and buildings in the premises to others. Kantipur Television had aired a report on 26th of March last month regarding lawmaker Khadka occupying the Nepal Scout land in Lainchor in an unauthorized manner. A team including Assistant Chief District Officer Hari Prasad Sharma, DSP at the Lainchor Police Encircle Satyanarayan Thapa, and Chairperson of Ward number 26 of Kathmandu Metropolitan City, Shyam Tiwari, sealed the land and the buildings in the premises yesterday. Although the team had reached the premises yesterday afternoon, the property was sealed only after 9 p.m. as there was a wedding event ongoing at the Lainchor banquet. Khadka rented out the property to Lainchor Banquet and My Choice Restaurant on 5 ropanis of land, while the remaining 7 ropanis of land was rented out to a pay parking. Khadka also rented out 36 shutters for businesses since 15 years. Based on Article 163, Sub-Article 1 of the Constitution of Nepal 2015, the President can appoint province governors at provinces. The province governors must follow the Constitution without any political bias. However, roles of the province governors have been drawn into controversies as they have failed to rise above their political interests. Saying Sudur Paschim Governor Nazir Mia failed to follow the Constitution while calling for the formation of a new government, Kamal Bahadur Shah shared his concerns. Nepali Congress and Resham Chaudhary-led faction of Nagarik Unmukti Party have shared their grievances, saying Governor Mia declined their majority claim for the formation of the new government. In Gandaki province, the Supreme Court has ordered Chief Minister Khagaraj Adhikari-led government not to take decisions with long-term impacts. However, Gandaki Governor Dilli Raj Bhatta has called the province assembly session despite the case being under consideration at the court. Main opposition has concluded that the governor completely ignored the court order and called the province assembly session upon the recommendation of the chief minister. Despite province governors being the representatives of the government of Nepal, political parties have abused the role for the appointment of their cadres. Therefore, the province assembly members themselves have alleged the province governors of failing to play the role of the guardians of the provinces. The Constitution of Nepal has provisioned a 5-year term for the province governors. However, governors are sacked and appointed with changes in the equation in the federal alliance. In doing so, political parties appoint their cadres as governors to serve their political interests. Analysts have identified this practice as the cause of the problem. As province governors are the representatives of the government of Nepal, they must play the role of the guardian of the province. However, with recent practices of the governors serving their political interests, public frustrations towards the provinces are likely to grow stronger. It's now time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
Here's the question. Why are questions raised against province governors who hold constitutional responsibilities? Your options are A, not understanding the prestige of the position, B, consequence of politicization, and C, result of unstable politics. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B, or C, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. The government had arranged for the management of contractors and the site clearance within the Nepalese month of Kartik in an attempt to give momentum to development works. This was also expected to raise development expenditure. However, the scenario does not seem to have produced the desired result. Last fiscal year, by the month of Baishakh, the government had spent 108 billion rupees in development works. However, the amount in the same period this year stands at 99 billion rupees. Despite the government allocating lesser budget this year of 302 billion rupees, expenditure has remained low. Experts say at the current rate, development expenditure will stay below 65%, which will not contribute in the government's commitment of improving expenditure mechanism. With the political parties prioritizing power, service delivery, and development works have remained stranded. Prime Minister and Chief Ministers are busy in political equations to retain power. With their entire focus on power, formulation of laws is no longer a government priority. Public have been compelled to bear the brunt as their issues have been ignored by political parties. Prime Minister Pushpakamal Dahal has changed the coalition 3 times in the past 15 months. He has received the vote of confidence 3 times from the parliament. The parliament, which is where laws are formulated, has remained busy witnessing changes in political equations. Even after these changes, uncertainty regarding the current coalition persists. Political parties are still busy conspiring for power. Prime Minister Dahal himself has agreed that failure in addressing public concerns was a consequence of prioritizing political equations. Because of these political events, only 4 laws have been formulated by the federal parliament. At a time when the government has prepared a list of more than 100 laws for formulation, drafts of important laws have yet to enter the parliament. However, the government and the political parties do not appear serious regarding formulation of laws. Instead, they seem focused on building and breaking alliances in the center and the provinces. Except for Madhesh and Bagmati provinces, chief ministers have changed in all provinces in the past 15 months, and it seems to be a continuous process. Constitutional complication has surfaced in Koshi province, while chief minister of Madhesh province has generated the vote of confidence 4 times, with that of Bagmati doing so 3 times. Gandaki province has witnessed 3 chief ministers. Lumini also has had 3, with 2 in Karnali. A new chief minister has been appointed in Sudur Pashchim province. This has shown that political parties are interested in power than anything else. At a time when the nation needs a transparent and efficient government, the party's attention seems to be dwindling elsewhere. Public are frustrated about the political ploys of the parties and continue to share their grievances regarding the problems they face. Betting through the internet or online betting is illegal as per the laws of Nepal. However, the number of youth falling prey to online betting has increased in recent time. With the online betting operators earning tens of millions of rupees, investigating officials have said that illegal transactions have grown drastically. Sanjay Kumar Shah, a cyber operator in Sarlai, local residents Ramji Shah and Rakesh Chaudhary have been arrested by police for operating online betting and generating transactions of 570 million rupees in just a few months. The two had been conducting transactions through 21 IPS accounts and 98 bank accounts. Police have also confiscated 9 mobile phones and 21 SIM cards from the 3 arrested. A team deployed from Kathmandu Valley Crime Investigation Office Meenbhawan had arrested them from Sarlahi. Of the many websites for online betting, 1xBet is one of them. It has been found that those arrested had been conducting transactions for online betting through 1xBet. Police have said that the youth get involved in online betting with the aspiration of earning huge sum of money in a short period of time without having to put in much effort. Investigating officials have said that greed for higher returns has led to several youth emptying their pockets. Transactions of online betting are also related to cryptocurrencies and illegal transfer of funds. Despite a large number of online betting operators across the country, only a few have been arrested so far. Online betting operators of Sarlai being arrested by a team deployed from Kathmandu is also an evidence to the fact that investigation into cybercrime is Kathmandu focused. Arrest of 3 Indian nationals involved in the operation of online betting from Dabrar Marga has also shown the involvement of foreign nationals in such criminal activities in Nepal. 15 million rupees was confiscated from the arrested Indian nationals. Last year, 5 Nepali nationals were arrested with a single person's transaction figuring up to 640 million rupees. Nepali banking applications and digital wallets are abused for online betting in the country. However, required investigations into such illegal transactions for online betting have yet to be prioritized. Legal provisions of Nepal consider any act of betting for gains illegal. Those involved in betting can be slapped a fine of 10,000 rupees with a sentence of 1 year. However, even this punishment is deemed inadequate. In our Public Voice segment, we had asked people in several provinces who is more responsible in controlling the sales and consumption of tobacco products in public places. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
अहिले स्थानीय तह सबभन्दा नजिकको निकाय नै हो र उसले अलिकति एक्सनमा काम गरिदियो भने चाहिँ यो रुक्न एकदम सहज छ।
जुन नियम गर्ने निकायहरू छ नियमकारी निकायहरू त्यसले पनि प्रभावकारी ढंगले यसको अनुगमन र नियमन गर्नु पर्यो।
कानुन कार्यान्वयन गर्नका लागि प्रहरी युनिटहरू सक्रिय रूपमा लाग्नुपर्छ र प्रहरीले नै यसलाई प्रभावकारी रूपमा कार्यान्वयन गर्दा राम्रो हुन्छ।
स्थानीय सरकार नै सबैभन्दा ठूलो भूमिका हुन्छ।
बिक्री वितरण गर्ने संघ संस्थाहरू पनि सचेत रहनुपर्छ। कुन ठाउँमा र कसरी बिक्री वितरण गर्नुपर्ने हो सो बारेमा उनीहरूले जानकारी पाउनुपर्छ।
It's time now for the international updates. Israeli missiles have hit a site in Iran while Iranian state media reported an explosion in the center of the country days after Iran launched a retaliatory drone strike on Israel. Iran's Fars news agency said an explosion was heard at an airport in the central city of Isfahan, but the cause was not immediately known. The state media reported that Iran suspended flights over the cities of Isfahan, Shiraz, and Tehran. Several Iranian nuclear sites are located in Isfahan province, including Natanz, centerpiece of Iran's uranium enrichment program. According to a notice to airmen posted on a U.S. Federal Aviation Administration database, Tehran's Imam Khomeini International Airport was closed to all flights until 7 a.m. GMT. According to flight paths shown on tracking website Flight Radar 24, some Emirates and Fly Dubai flights that were flying over Iran early this morning made sudden sharp turns away from the airspace. General elections in the world's largest democracy, India, has started this morning. The general elections is being held for 543 seats in 7 stages over a month and a half. India is voting in the world's largest ever general election, setting the stage for a mammoth exercise in democracy with nearly 1 billion people eligible to head to the polls across just over 6 weeks. After months of build-up, the Lok Sabha election has started with 102 seats spread across 21 states voting. The voting started at 8 a.m. local time and will end at 5 p.m. with an hour extra provided as the buffer period for voters that are already present in the voting line. 11 states and union territories will complete polling by this evening, including all 39 seats in Tamil Nadu, all 5 seats in Uttarakhand, 12 constituencies in Rajasthan, 5 in Maharashtra, and all seats in 6 northeastern states and 3 union territories. The assemblies in Arunachal Pradesh and Sikkim are also going to polls. Of the 102 seats, 18 are reserved for scheduled castes and 11 for scheduled tribes. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is standing for a rare 3rd term in power against an alliance of opposition parties that are seeking to unseat him. Home to more than 1.4 billion people, about 969 million are eligible to cast their vote in the upcoming election, more than the populations of North America and the European Union combined. This means about 12% of the world's population is taking part in the elections, motivated by a range of issues from unemployment and welfare benefits to infrastructure and upholding democracy. The United States yesterday effectively stopped the United Nations from recognizing a Palestinian state by casting a veto in the Security Council to deny the Palestinian Authority full membership of the world body. The United States says an independent Palestinian state should be established through direct negotiations between Israel and the Palestinian Authority and not through UN action. It vetoed a draft resolution that recommended to the 193-member UN General Assembly that the State of Palestine be admitted to membership of the United Nations. Britain and Switzerland abstained, while the remaining 12 Council members voted yes. The Palestinians are currently a non-member observer state, a de facto recognition of statehood that was granted by the UN General Assembly in 2012. But an application to become a full UN member needs to be approved by the Security Council and then at least 2/3 of the General Assembly.
Sports news.
Nepal are up against the United Arab Emirates in the ACC Men's Premier Cup semifinals today. The match at the Al Emirat Cricket Ground in Oman is scheduled to kick off at 11:45 a.m. Nepal time, just in a short while. Nepal reached the semis, topping Group A. Nepal had defeated Malaysia, Qatar, Hong Kong, and Saudi Arabia, remaining undefeated in the group stage. Meanwhile, UAE advanced into the semis, defeating all the teams in Group B except for Oman. UAE are currently in the 16th spot of the ICC World Standings, while Nepal are 17th. Nepal and UAE have faced each other on 5 occasions in the past 2 years, in which Nepal have been victorious on 3 occasions and UAE have won twice. Nepal had defeated UAE in the recent World Cup qualifiers. Today's second semifinal match features a clash between Oman and Hong Kong. The match is scheduled to start at 4:15 p.m. Nepal time. That's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.